The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Tsuburaya Productions.
01 Month Part 4.
Yes, the finale.
The last two movies that we have to do with Metsuboujinrai,
aka impromptu Rantocast,
and VulValk.
And VulValk.
Oh.
It's okay, he's already ashamed. Oh wait, that wasn't 01.
No.
But you're not indies.
Oh, that was me. Even I don't like this movie.
The 01's not actually indies.
No, he's in the... Well,
He's like...
he's in there for a split second.
But
Just he's in there just long enough to look at the camera and say, "Oh," and say, "I got paid for this."
You really did. Okay. So... I don't even want to talk about the plot.
Well, the plot
Or lack
is
thereof.
the guy from
The American adaptation of Dragon Knight.
was he?
Or Yuki, I guess. No, but that's what I pictured would be like if random American guy was in this.
Well, this made me think of the fact that every single time you have an English-speaking character in a piece of Asian media, this is what we get as an end result.
It sounds really unnatural.
It sounds... Their line delivery is... Well, it's English dialogue that was written
By Japanese.
by someone who is not a native English speaker.
Yeah.
And it's not just that the line delivery is weird, it's if you took the line delivery of a Japanese sentence and just directly applied it to English, this is usually why it sounds so weird, I think.
Yeah, because sentence structure is off.
The sentence structure is off because it, like, there are moments in where they're fighting each other, and he'll be like, "Okay, come on, yeah, that's all right." He sounds like a character from Virtua Fighter 5.
Oh, the insult.
I was gonna say you played a lot of Yakuza. You
And
probably played that at some point. You know.
And we know that they're capable of having it sound authentic because we have the Fies movie.
Yeah, I mean, his wasn't the best.
But it was better.
Yeah, but I also think because of that, he didn't really have as many lines.
He doesn't have as many lines, but even when he does, when he comes on screen, it's just like da 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 da. Like it doesn't sound like da 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 da. It's pretty much because it is the Japanese way that their sentence structure flows, the way they're like the melodic nature that their language has. And you directly apply that to English, and it just sounds silly.
It doesn't work as well.
It does not work at all.
I'm trying to remember the white guy from the Garo series, the one who was.
Thank Canvas.
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because.
I would say like he's good. I think Commander Hilltop from Lupat, he was good.
Star, and then all the fucking trauma comes back.
Well, Commander Hilltop switches back and forth between Japanese.
True, but his Japanese and his English, they both sound good.
Yeah.
That's my point. Is like he says a line in English and it sounds like someone who understands English is talking.
That makes me think on like some of those. Do they have the actual actor come in and look over the lines to be like, all right, what works and what doesn't, or at least somebody who actually speaks fluent English?
I don't think so. I think it's like any television show. You get your script day of and you're ready to go.
Especially these. Looking at you, Hibiki finale. But yeah, it's like. I know in some mediums and in some movies and in some TV shows they'll actually have the actor come in and be like, all right, what works, what
works, what doesn't.
Well, a good example of this is for the girl group, Girls' Generation. Two of the members spoke English, so they would actually come in and do over the lines. But that's on a much smaller form.
Yeah. You know what else it reminds me of? If you've ever, for anyone who has ever played any of the Persona games, mainly the last 3. The songs, because they're written in Japanese and then just literally translated into English, so the syntax of like, how did you fit that many words in that kind of a sentence, and it just keeps going and going, and it's like,
because of syllable.
Yeah, and there's also the English version of the Attack on Titan theme song, which by the way does exist.
Okay.
It's weird.
Another example I was going to bring up, Squid Game.
I did not watch the dub of that.
When I'm not talking about the dub. I'm talking about when the foreigners show up. There is a part of that show where English-speaking characters show up, and it's very similar to how it plays out in this. It's Korean, but it's still like the way their lines are delivered and the way they're written is just so awkward.
My mind continuously skips over them every single time I think about that show.
Because no one gave a shit.
I don't blame you.
Like, the rest of it's so good, but we haven't really even talked about this movie.
Well, the plot is, so the American president of Zaya is a bad guy, and he's going to fight Metsuboujinrai.
And because Jin was apparently, like, the first of the sold or soldier human
Something
types.
like that, yeah.
And he's just like, I'm coming to get you back so you can lead this team of the other soldiers that were made after you.
Yeah, something like that.
And then
we have a bunch of really awkward fight scenes, and then we have
really stilted dialogue, and then all
really
of
stilted. This movie is mystifyingly awkward.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's not just the English speakers that are strange. It is also the Japanese speakers, the actors who we saw in 01 proper, who we know are good actors,
Yeah.
who we know can do a good job with these characters. And the way this movie is paced and edited does them no favors.
We're just talking about Metsuboujinrai here. We haven't even gotten to VulValk.
Yeah.
Which honestly made me angry.
Metsuboujinrai in particular, because like scenes that play out, but where it'll be just like Jean and Horobi talking to each other, and it'll be like da 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 pause, da 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 pause. These pauses that you, as one of our old theater teachers said, you could drive a freight train through them. You like the lines are not being picked up, the edits are way too slow, and it's paced like a snail on wet gravel as a result.
Yeah. It's just not good. And
I think we've established that, yes.
And then all of them die and become Kamen Rider Metsuboujinrai.
Yeah, they all fuse into one body, and now they're Kamen Rider Metsuboujinrai, which leads us into Vulcan Valkyrie.
Which I think, honestly, is an okay suit. Like I said, it's just okay at best.
I don't... Ugh. It didn't leave any kind of lasting impression on me.
Yeah, I was like, I don't blame you. Because at the end of the day, it also feels like it weirdly walks back some of the things. I'm going to talk about this a lot more when we get to VulValk.
Mm-hmm.
But it weirdly feels like it walks back. But I think the thing I like the most about this is the purple undersuit.
Yeah, I can see why.
Also, weirdly enough, I'm getting very...
I really fucking hate that design, actually.
You know what it like weirdly makes me think of? On the shoulders? The ones from the Blade movie.
Really? Because I was thinking Signal Man.
Well, I was thinking because more of the shape.
I know.
The diamond.
But I understand where you're coming from,
That
Matt.
suit is just really busy and a little too busy.
I think it's because it has one or two mini colors. Also, too many crisscrosses.
Yeah.
Too many shapes.
Yeah.
Crisscross. And that's all I can say without us getting taken down.
And then we get to VulValk, and this movie, it's like we had some other soldiers who were like, we're going to go against what the dude was talking about. By the way, this whole movie takes place after he gets killed by Metsuboujinrai in a black Zaya guy suit. Thouser.
Oh, Thouser, yeah.
The Black Thouser, which is one of two Black Thousers, by the way, because the other one's in Guy's in Dan Masamune's special. Well, Getting with the Presidents.
Yes.
But the VulValk movie makes me upset in like 7 different ways.
Go on.
Because this entire movie...
I'm going to start counting them.
...feels like a walk back of everything that Metsuboujinrai had done up to this point.
I agree.
And then the whole thing with Valkyrie, her transforming into Tiger Serval for all of 15 seconds before getting the shit beat out of her. Just to damage the thing, it felt like a waste of a suit, because I actually like that suit. It looks cool.
It looks okay.
And then the ending with Vulcan dying in a new suit, and then they have that whole press conference at the end where we see the members of Metsuboujinrai. Like, they walk away, but they're dead, so it doesn't matter because Kamen Rider Metsuboujinrai has been destroyed. and then Vulcan like comes on after
That wasn't us. It was the other guys.
Yeah, and then Vulcan comes in after they leave, and like disappears in a flash of light, and I'm just like, what
I
was
don't
the
know
point
who
of
you're talking about.
We're
They died.
disguised.
What was the point of this? That's what made me think more about this movie than anything else. What was the point of this movie?
Money, money, money by the pound.
It didn't feel like it fit.
It didn't.
No.
Nope.
And I think it's the thing that made me even more upset. This movie didn't fit anything. It felt unnecessary. It felt like more Denell.
Oh god.
He need to stop somewhere, and I feel like he could have stopped after
Real time, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
This movie is shite, and it makes you upset.
That
and I
it
hate
is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I can't even enjoy what we're reviewing next. So I can't review it until after that. The review after this coming one.
Trigger.
Yeah, we're doing Trigger next.
I'm
What are
watching
we
it
doing after Trigger?
Zenkaiger.
Okay.
That's the joy that
because it's gonna end like right as we finish.
And then after Zenkaiger is Saber.
Kamen Rider Saber.
That's gonna be the one right before my birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Suck.
It's gonna be my birthday present to you.
Oh.
I can tell you all about the things I like about that show.
I'll get you something nice. I'll make cake.
These two movies are not great.
No, these
I think we've established that.
Th-
no, these movies are god.
I would honestly say stop at real time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's like the perfect ending to 01.
So speaking of ending of 01, this concludes 01 month for us.
Yes.
It feels like it's taken a while, but we finally got here.
Yeah.
So I would like to conclude with, what are our thoughts on 01 as a whole? How do we feel about it?
I think as a whole it works up until we get the two movies after the end.
I think it's a strong start for
Yeah.
the Reiwa era.
And then, there were a lot of complications in the middle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think as a whole, it still really, as a part, it still really works.
Mhm.
With the first, the actual show, the Z001 movie, and Real Time. I was like, those are great. It's just these last two. They don't feel good as media to me.
I think the show for me was a disappointment. I think the first arc is okay. The second two arcs are so bad that they just kind of completely ruined the show for me, and I couldn't really get on board once the fourth one started. So the show I think was a disappointment, but it has its merits. The Zeo team up movie, not bad. Real Time, pretty darn good. And then these two, less said the better. I think we've said all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
So on the whole, 01 I'd say is a mixed bag for me, but it definitely has its high points.
Yeah.
I'm very curious as to what you're going to think of Saber.
Also am I. We'll see when we get to it.
I'm ready for that rant. Oh, I'm ready for it.
Oh, I'm going to rant too. My thing is that I think it's I just think it's fun. It's like Kyoryuger. It's just fun. I had fun.
Everyone loves fun.
But no, it absolutely has its problems.
Trigger's next.
Yes, it is.
And then at the beginning of March, I will be in so much joy and sadness simultaneously. One, because we will be reviewing Zenkaiger.
Mhm.
Two, because Zenkaiger will be over. And this might be one of my favorite Sentai now. Actually, I can say that now. It is.
Okay.
Straight up.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we're that close to the end where I'm just like, I feel comfortable saying, just good. But yeah, let us know what you think about these last two movies, all of 01 as a whole. What do you think about Trigger? For those of you who
Yes.
watched it, since Jacob and I will be doing that one next.
Mhm.
And yeah, join us next time. Don't forget to join us all the things, and we'll see you then.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.